Ever wondered about a train route that's worth billions, can be deadly, and yet somehow unknown to even the highest offices in the US? A railway line through landscapes that resemble a scene straight out of a post-apocalyptic movie hidden deep within the Sahara. And no, it is not a train route in the mystical Black Fold from the famous series Shadow and Bone. Stay tuned to learn about the mystery of Africa's $10 billion deadly railroad. Found deep in the heart of the unforgiving Sahara lies a unique railway line, a route so extreme it resembles the eerie roads from the Mad Max movie. The Sahara is an almost lifeless desert with landscapes mirroring the moon, where deadly sandstorms can bury an entire caravan. Amidst this seemingly inhospitable environment runs the mysterious Mauritanian Railway. The train that is up to 3 kilometers in length travels on a route of 704 kilometers, earning it the title of longest train route in the world. Now, before we discover why this train route is such a fascinating adventure ride, let me give you a sneak peek into its brief history. In 1963, in the West African nation of Mauritania, mining companies established a remarkable railway route. It connected the iron mines of Zouarate to the seaport of Nouadhibou. Think about it. In a country where the entire railway system is just a single narrow gauge line crossing the Sahara, its significance cannot be overstated. This train route not only facilitated the extraction and export of one of Mauritania's most vital resources, but also played a huge role in the socio-economic development of this vast, arid nation. Since its inception, this railway has greatly influenced Mauritania's GDP. Over the decades, the train, which can stretch over 2.5 kilometers in length, has become a lifeline for many Mauritanians. While its primary purpose remains the transport of iron ore, numerous locals also use it as a means of free transportation, often risking the journey atop the towering ore wagons amidst a storm of iron dust, but treated to some of the most breathtaking desert vistas on Earth. To put it into your perspective, you can imagine that this train is so long that it could span multiple city blocks. This Mauritanian train is pulled by up to 4 locomotives. It carries over 16,000 tons of cargo. And here's a mind-boggling fact. It is the longest and slowest train in the world. This train crosses these barren lands at a mere speed of 50 kilometers per hour. A single trip could even take up to 2 days. This isn't just a cargo train, it is a lifeline. It delivers water to Mauritanian villages, in a region where water is treasured as gold. For some of these settlements, their very existence is owed to this train. The locals have even made traditions around it, like the train's assistant throwing bread to the oncoming Bedouins, a symbolic gesture passed down, now embedded in their culture. The travelers' accounts from their guides reveal that beyond its economic significance, the Mauritania train has also evolved as a symbol of the country's spirit and resilience. The landscapes it traverses, alternating between the vast, barren stretches of the Sahara and the brilliant hues of sunset, mirror the contrasting realities of life in Mauritania. Now, if you're an adrenaline junkie, a ride on this train would be right up your alley. While there are a few worn-out passenger wagons, most locals prefer to hitch a ride on the open freight platforms. This is despite the danger that you can be crushed or injured from people jumping from wagon to wagon, the constant risk of the train derailing, and all this while traversing the harsh desert landscapes. And oh, did I mention? You might be seated on heaps of iron ore. During the day, the sun can be merciless, leading to risks of dehydration and heat stroke. And at night, temperatures can be so low that it can lead to hypothermia if one is not prepared. Those riding on the iron ore wagons are constantly exposed to iron ore dust. Beware that inhalation or prolonged exposure can lead to respiratory issues. As the train is massive and travels through rough trains, it can jolt without warning. Access to basic necessities like water and food is limited during the journey. Travelers have to be self-sufficient and prepared for any eventualities, including unexpected delays. Given the vast stretches the train covers, if one were to fall or face an emergency, immediate help might not be readily available. Medical facilities are sparse and far between in the stretches of desert the railway traverses. Despite the perilous journey for the locals, this isn't just about thrill-seeking. It's their sole means across the vast desert, be it in search of food or a better life. The journey also offers its unique moments of beauty, from the surreal hues of sand dunes at sunset to the mesmerizing sight of the Milky Way. This train is not just a mode of transportation, but a conduit of their survival. However, there is a shadow over this remarkable railway. Mauritania, the very country that boasts of this engineering marvel, remains the last place on Earth where slavery is still alive. Even after its official abolishment in 1980, a staggering 20% of its population remains entrapped in this heinous practice. With such significance and a mix of awe-inspiring and disturbing tales, why is this railway not on the radar of global leaders like the US president? Is it the remoteness of its location, or is it that the stories of the locals, their challenges, and their perseverance remain overshadowed by the grand narratives of geopolitics? When we talk about epic infrastructure projects, a $10 billion railroad in the heart of the Sahara Desert sounds like a headline grabber, right? But surprisingly, this immense project in Mauritania seems to be flying under the radar. Well, for starters, the US's foreign policy and economic interests often revolve around strategic locations and resources. Despite the massive price tag, the Mauritania Railway primarily serves the iron ore industry, a market that the US isn't deeply invested in, especially considering its domestic iron reserves and other global trade partners. When you pair this with the railway's remote location and the US's more immediate concerns in other geopolitical hotspots, it's not shocking that this impressive feat of engineering isn't making daily headlines in the States. But as always, in the shifting sands of global politics and economics, today's overlooked story might just be tomorrow's big news. The Mauritanian Railway, with its staggering $10 billion valuation, stands as a testament to human achievement and resilience, the harshness of survival, and the beauty that often emerges from it. Every journey on this thriller ride is like a dance with nature, history, and adventure. From the iron mines that feed the nation's economy to the countless stories of those who traveled its length, the Mauritania Railway remains a living narrative of a country and its indomitable will to thrive against the odds. Its tales, both inspiring and heart-wrenching, deserve global attention. Perhaps it's high time the world, including global leaders, turned their gaze towards such lesser-known marvels and the stories they hold. If looking at the marvel of this adventurous train ride also gives you a boost of adrenaline, then don't forget to like and subscribe for more mysteries our world holds.